Good evening, everyone. Good evening or good morning for you, Shreyash. Good morning. Yes, it's Tuesday in India. But welcome, everybody. Welcome, Shreyash. Welcome, Fox. Jose del Rosario. What a lovely name. Thank you. Oh, and we have Fireholder, you're back. Welcome. And let's see, who else is here? Rumination, of course. Let's see. Case Coyote. Forgive me, Casey. It's old habits die hard. Old habits die hard. Let's see. Oh, we've already got a surprise question. We haven't even gotten started. Great. I will get to as many as I can. There's just a lot to get through. You guys were very, you guys sent me a lot of great questions. So, yeah, so I'm excited about this. This is great. I'm a little bit nervous, actually. I'm usually not nervous, but I'm a little bit nervous for these. Hey, Ari, welcome. Oh, Toy and Be Idea, welcome. Gosh, all the old favorites. Oh, everybody's great. Welcome. How did everybody bring something cozy to drink for the stream? I have I have hot cocoa, which is one of the few foods in abundance at a camp. I also have marshmallows, but I felt guilty about using that actually because of, our little marshmallow logo guy for the questions. I can't be the only one that feels guilty about the non-death of inanimate objects, right? There's that. Just me? Oh, welcome, King. Oh, I got an exam. Just water tonight. Yeah, keeping it simple. So dang cold. Yep, cocoa is a cozy drink. I'm gonna have to sip right now, actually. Ah, yummy. Okay, well, let's get into this. So generally I do 2-hour streams, but I'm open to going longer tonight just because you sent in so many questions and I wanted to answer as many as possible. I will answer as many as possible. If there are follow-up questions, I will do my best to also answer those. There may be questions, none of the questions that I'm going to answer they're all randomized, but there's nothing that I'm not willing to answer, that I didn't pick anything I'm not willing to answer. That would be mean. But just keep in mind, if anyone wants a question, like answers a question or puts a question in chat tonight, there is a chance I may not answer it. It just depends on the nature of the question. I'm generally pretty open. But it all depends. But don't feel embarrassed if I don't answer your question. Just some things are not for the world. Some things are just for Luna. Yeah. All right. Non-death of inanimate objects. You mean like breaking things? I've never known lament such a thing from time to. I think it's only if I can imagine having a face. Like the little marshmallow Q&A guy has a face. So then I was like, I can't put a marshmallow in my hot cocoa because what if it's a lot? What if it dies when I eat it? I don't know. So I guess what I'm saying is that secretly I'm secretly 5 years old is what I'm saying. All right, let's get into these questions. Time's a wasting. Thank you for everyone for coming, by the way. Thank you for sending in your questions and bothering to take the time out. And thanks you for joining us. It's going to be a fun night. So like Toy Story. Kind of, yeah. All right, so first question. What made you want to become a VTuber? Ah, yes. Well, to be honest with you, I mean, right now, the easy answer and the real true answer is loneliness, actually. I know that isolation is not a unique experience on your planet right now, but even before crash landing on your planet and being stuck in the woods alone, my line of work, flying interplanetary flight, place to place, doing the work that I do, I don't get a lot of chances to stop for a long time and get to know people and socialize. So I've been feeling kind of lonely, and I knew it was affecting me mentally, and I knew that I had to reach out and connect. And VTubing seemed like a really fun way to do that. So yeah, that's mostly the reason. Nah, you're not late, Fig. You're fashionably late. Fireholder, you have so much care that extends to non-living things. That's kind of adorable. It can be. And I am a fan of whimsy, so. Yeah. It's the first question, don't worry. And you could always go back. I mean, I have addressed this question before a little bit in my debut stream. But, coffee acquired. Excellent. We can now proceed. Case has coffee. What's your favorite animal? Oh, this is a multi-layered question. Ooh, fun. Okay. Hey, Moby. Oh, you broke a hole in the fabric of space and time. You're getting better at this whole breaking into my streams thing. I mean, it can only go so far. So, something's got to give, and it's usually whatever you run into, I guess. Welcome. All right. Here we go. What's your fave animal? Oh, my goodness. There's so many. Gosh. I have to go with, I'll just go with whatever comes to mind first. There's a couple that I love, but I love the Cacao. The Cacao, if you don't know, is a flightless parrot. It is very almost extinct, but it's making a comeback. And you have to, if you've never seen a picture of one, you must look it up. They're adorable, but they're also a little bit pathetic, and but charming at the same time. And I'd like to think that if I were an animal, that's what I would be. I'd be a Cacao. You were molars deep in a closet looking for something. Found 2 or 3 of it. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yep, gotta keep things fresh. Kids today, they only got a 15-minute attention span. That's why I have these. All right. Next question. Is this the first time you've crashed your ship? Yes. Yes, it is. It is the first time I have crashed my ship. But looks like the follow-up question is, was that ship your first ship or you had other ships? So this is Cacao, Toy and Bee idea. Cacao. I think it starts with a K. Starts with a K. Cacao. I'm keeping it melted. A Cacao. Modbot, could you link everybody to the Cacao? Spelling of said name. So yes, what was that your first ship or you had other ships? So yes, actually I did have other ships. When me and my people, we start out, we know that we're going to be doing work that involves interplanetary travel. We have to go to a couple years of flight school. Similar to, I guess, what anyone in like a military, Air Force, or perhaps your space programs would have to do. To go to flight school, endure all, the G-forces and the sensory deprivation and all that stuff. And of course, learning how to fly, the flight simulators and all that. So yes, I did. And then after that, we get kind of what I guess you would call it a starter ship. And for that, we were given very simple, relatively short distance assignments with our new ship, just to give us the chance to learn the ins and outs of the basic thing. So I've actually had 2 ships previous to this one. This latest ship, my sweet baby. She's getting better. I know she will. But she was my favorite of them all so far. But I know I'll fix her. I'll get her fixed. Sorry, you didn't quite hear me. Is the audio okay, or is it just my pronunciation? Am I speaking too fast? Sometimes when I get excited, I speak too fast. So let me know if you can hear my voice okay. Excellent. Oh, hi, Wim. Welcome. You're hearing impaired. It's not. Okay. And the next question in this set. Do I like candles? Wow, that's a very interesting question. In general, yes, I do like candles. However, I do not like candle stores. There's just too much going on with the scent parts. It just makes the eyes water. And some of the scents it's not that they're unpleasant, it's just there's a lot of it going on. And my brain can only process one scent at a time, I guess. But I do, yes, in general, love candles. I actually wish I had some here. That would add some nice like atmosphere and ambiance to this place. But yes, I do like candles. Favorite fruit? Favorite fruit. Again, many different kinds. I'd have to say, oh gosh, I like them all. Well, maybe not them all. The mango. I think the mango, while frustrating to cut into and separate from its little like husky pit, is always delicious, always sweet. It's one of those fruits that you very rarely miss the ripening period on, at least for me. Case Coyote, I think our love of candles is left over from prehistoric evolution. Our ancestors who didn't like fire didn't survive. I suppose that's probably part of it. It's very comforting. A candlelight, candlelight bath, or, just a candlelight evening, reading a book, although it's hard to read by candlelight, I guess, but just lighting a nice candle in the evening is very, like, soothing and a nice way to relax into the evening. Okie dokie. Okay, next one. Oh. This is a paragraph. Okay, let's see. Let's say you and I are in a dark room together, alone. No one knows we're here. The curtains are closed, and the only source of light is a small candle softly illuminating our faces. Wow, these are randomized. I swear these are randomized. I didn't plan this. We are so close. We can feel each other's breaths upon our cheeks. Now will you confess to the bank heists? Whoa, dude. Whoa. Oh. I am both frightened and aroused. And that makes me very uncomfortable. No. No, I won't. I admit to nothing. I regret nothing. You saw nothing. You can't spook me into saying things I'm not gonna fess up to. There's nothing to fess up to. There's nothing to hide. Moving on. Whew. Hi, Luna. Hi. Quick transition there. Hi, Luna. If you could time travel back 6 months, 5 years, or 15 years, what would you most like to want to tell yourself? Oh, wow. I think that no matter how far back, that I went, probably the 5-year and the 15-year would make most sense for this answer. But, I would tell. Oh, hey, Sumio, welcome. I would tell my former me that not to worry so much about what other people think. Nobody's thinking about you, Luna. Nobody cares. I mean, in the sense that nobody is like really spending a lot of energy judging you or thinking about all the things that you're worried about. So don't worry about it. You waste too much time and too much mental and physical energy, and it leaves you exhausted. And then you don't enjoy the things that you usually do enjoy doing. So I would say, stop worrying about what other people think, Luna. Just do you. Yeah, I think that's what I'd do. Hi, Shreyesh. Oh, you're back. Oh, you must have left for a bit. Welcome, Shreyesh. Kaise ho bhaiya? Aa gaye hain. Good morning. It's morning for you, Shreyesh, I believe. Patrick Adams. Welcome, Patrick Adams. That makes me think of the movie, what is that? Patch Adams. Are you good at singing, Luna? I am not. I am very bad at singing. Well, I can sing without hurting people, but I'm not a singer. That's not stopping me from doing a karaoke stream. My first karaoke stream is going to be when I reach 750 YouTube subscribers. So it's still a bit off, but it's coming, and I already have the songs planned out. At 500 subscribers, actually, I'm going to be doing a special stream as well. So that one's coming up actually sooner than I thought it would. So I'm excited about that. Why 750? Oh, hi, Rumi. Welcome. I picked 750 because I guess I kind of based it off of what other streamers were doing. I saw a lot of people doing it at 500 or 200 or 500 or 1,000, and I just didn't have a good concept of how fast I was going to get subscribers, so I put it at 750. I felt 1,000 was too far away, and there were other ideas I had for special. I have a lot of ideas for special streams, but I have other ideas that, like for the 500, where I'm going to be doing a quintessential Earth Foods taste along stream, which will be a lot of fun. So I'll be taking info from all of you for that very soon. Yes, a wild and an exotic roomie. But yes, that's why. Ah, well, thank you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that you dropped by. Yeah, it's with us streamers. It's kind of a usually it's with how many people there are streaming. It's usually kind of a hit and run kind of hello situation, and that's cool. That's totally cool. It makes me feel good when my fellow streamers come in and say hello. For 1,000. Ah, yes, for 1,000, I have a cookie. For 1,000 stream, my thousandth, well, not my 1,000th stream, my 1,000th subscriber on YouTube, I'm gonna do a cookie baking competition for my fans, and that will involve, I'll announce it like a week in advance at least to give people time. I'll have people bake their cookies, send me pictures, and it'll be kind of a decorating one. I can't be taste because I can't taste them. But it'll be kind of a cookie decorating competition, and then then we'll have prizes. I'll have some fun prizes for fans. So, alrighty. Let's see. Next one. If Jeff Bezos adopted you, but then he suddenly and mysteriously teleported into the vacuum of space, how would you spend your newfound inheritance? Oh my gosh. Jeff Bezos, you know the frustrating thing about Jeff Bezos? There's lots of frustrating things about Jeff Bezos, let's be honest. But the most frustrating thing to me about Jeff Bezos is the number of problems that he could solve, but then chooses not to with the money. Like, money won't buy you happiness, but it will solve an awful lot of problems, if we're all being honest with ourselves. So I think that I would take my newfound fortune and I would just start solving some really big problems out there. Donate to every charity under the sun. Help, animals and orphans and my pet projects. I'd help there's arts education and oh my gosh, arts education and music education. And I would just pour it all into charity. I really would. I really mean that. I mean, I would also fix my ship. I'm not gonna BS you. I would fix my ship for sure. But that would barely touch Jeff Bezos. It would barely touch that. So I would just dump it all into solving problems. Here's the thing. Okay, so you buy the mansion, and you buy the nice, sexy car, and you buy, fancy clothes. I don't really know, you travel around the world, right? And that's your life, and it's great. But there's only so much, I can only live in one house at a time. I don't understand the reason why billionaires and millionaires have more than one house. You can only live in one at a time. So why do you have those? And then cars, so it's a family that both parents work. Gotcha. But then why do you have a garage full of novelty cars that you can only drive one at a time for? It just, I don't know. I guess I'm ranting a little bit. I apologize if that's annoying, but yes, I'm just trying to give a little bit of personality background to why I would do that, because I think that there's a lot of good that can be done that isn't being done, and I would try to do some of it. I would also fix my ship and, buy new clothes and stuff like a normal human. A normal one of you humans, I suppose. Like a normal being in the universe. But, yeah. Vacation homes. No, see, you can rent a home, though. People rent cabins for a weekend, right? Or a week or two. There's no reason to own your own second house. That's just me anyway, I guess. But you must take my criticism. Please take my criticism with a grain of salt, only because I'm otherworldly, quite literally, and some of your ways are strange to me. All right. Next slide. What do I usually eat for breakfast? Oh, well, here, since I've been at the camp, for a while it was boxes of dry macaroni because that's all there was, and I didn't realize you had to cook it first. You don't have macaroni where I'm from. But so that was what I was eating for a while. Then I discovered some foodstuffs in the cafeteria, storage, pantry, and since then I've been living off mostly peanut butter on toast. Peanut butter on toast. That's pretty much what I exist on right now. What I prefer to have for breakfast? What I would prefer to have for breakfast is I do love a good omelet. Good salty omelet. No wonder I left. Yeah, well now that I know that you're supposed to cook it, it's amazing. Exactly. Some millionaires own entire football teams because they can. That's what I'm saying. Right. Let's see. Do you have siblings? Oh, Vicious Dan 64. Thank you for subscribing. Yay! Look at that zombie guy. Let's see. Do you have siblings? Yes, I do. So, it's interesting. I'm one of 9, actually. I know. I tell that to Earth people and it blows their mind. They're like, really? Yes, I'm one of 9. I am biologically connected to 4 of my siblings. And then the other 4 are, you would call them, on your planet, you call them adopted siblings. On my planet, it would translate, comes more out to, we call them shared siblings. We have shared siblings and shared families on my planet. And you have adoptive families and adopted kids. We call them shared, just because I think we call them that because it takes away some of the stigma of being adopted and being in that situation. Because on our planet, it's kind of actually very much encouraged and it's very much a positive thing. So you're a shared sibling. So I have 4 shared siblings, and because a lot of my siblings all have. My shared siblings all have connections to the people they're biologically connected to still. So it seems weird to say, oh, you belong to us now, just us. It's more like you're being shared. We're sharing, and people that way people feel like their circle's much bigger, because it is. Is it like it takes a village kind of thing? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Technically, everyone is related. Well, yes, I suppose if you want to go back far enough, we are. Well, you are. I'm not related to any of you, actually. Although, according to the Ancient Alien show, I guess we dumped our genetic material on planet Earth, and now we're back for, I guess, the experiment part? I don't know. That part is weird to me. Let's see. If you could, would you join HoloLive or any other company? Oh, you bet your sweet candy ass I would. The serious answer to that question is, I think so. I think I would. It sounds like it would be a lot of fun. It seems like it's a lot of fun. I mean, there are pros and cons. I could never just, say no. You can never say, who knows? It's one of those very much a long shot things, though, particularly for me, because, I'm a visitor to your planet and I'm hoping to have my ship fixed. So would they really take me on if they knew that I was going to leave and all that stuff? But, if for some strange reason, and I'm not saying anything, if for some strange reason I suddenly disappear, even if you forget me, don't forget Runo. Remember Runo. Never forget Runo. All right. I guess I don't have to leave. I do have a lot of work waiting for me back home, though. People waiting on my stuff. If you could clone yourself, what would you make her do? And at what point would you two start arguing? Wow. Well, I think the arguments would start almost instantly, because she's going to want to know what the heck. She's going to have a lot of existential crises right away, and probably me too. So there's gonna be a long talk about, you know, what the whats and the whys and the wheres, and it's just gonna take a while. What would I make her do? I would make her. Here's what I'd make her do. I would make her go into civilization and bring me back real food and like maybe some lights or something, or I don't know, something, tools and a list of materials I need to fix my ship. That's what I'd do. I'd make her into a mule. Runo or Reno? Reno. Never forget Reno. Let's see, Mirua and Mira. Ah, clever. Clever girl. She gonna get paid for it? She gets paid when I get paid, all right? Let's see. What you rather? Oh, I guess what would I rather have? Cacao? Cacao or coffee? Cocoa? I guess you meant cocoa. Cacao is a very different thing, I think. But yes, cacao. Well, I can't actually. I mentioned this in a previous stream, but I can't have coffee. Coffee is actually poisonous to me and my people. It makes us very sick. I mean, it won't kill us. I mean, we get really sick before we would drink enough to kill us, but it makes us very sick. So I actually don't drink coffee. So, and as I stated earlier, cocoa, if that's what is meant, as I'm drinking that right now, that's quite delicious. The caffeine? It's not the caffeine, because there's caffeine in chocolate, and I can have caffeine. Or I can have chocolate. It is something about the roasting process. Let's see. What do you think about snakes? Why did it have to be snakes? What do I think about snakes? I think snakes are cool. I remember the first time I held a snake, and it was the coolest feeling I'd ever. It's such a cool feeling. People who haven't held snakes think they might be slimy, but they're not. They're very smooth, and actually, I would describe them as soft. Actually, snakes are quite soft. I know that seems weird, but yeah, I really like them. I think they're cool. I enjoy that. I think they're cool from a biological standpoint. I am interested in, the venom and the anti-venom as a result of that, and the different effects they have on the human system and on my alien system too. They affect us too. So that's something we share. Let's see. Yeah, soft little danger noodles. Oh, so cute. So cute. Do I prefer mayonnaise or ketchup? Oh, well, there are things that I would put one of those things on that I wouldn't put the other on. I would say that I'm not generally a fan of mayonnaise overall. I'll eat it if it comes on. Like if you're on a road trip and you stop at a gas station and you get out and you go into the gas station and you're hungry and you're starving, you just want something to eat, and they have those, the pre-wrapped sandwiches. They always have mayo on them already. I'll eat it. It's okay. It's not my favorite. So I guess I have to go with ketchup. Do I want some tea? At the moment, no, because I got my cocos, but thank you for offering. The question about snakes reminded me. Somebody up above in the chat asked about Slither, playing Slither with friends and fans and everything. I'd definitely be up for that. In fact, since it's come up, I know somebody in the previous stream asked about if I had a Discord server and if I was going to do any games with games with fans. And the answer to that question is it's definitely coming. I'm going to be making a Discord server or a Discord channel or whatever. And it's going to be up either sometime tonight or tomorrow. And from there, it'll be very simple though. There's not gonna be any fancy bells and whistles. Just a place where I can start to meet and greet with all of you. Let's see. Do you have some secret identity or alter ego when it comes to being incognito to blend in with humans? I mean, other than Luna, no. This is, I mean, what you see before you is my alter ego, I suppose. I'm basically wearing a flesh Gundam. I mean, I'm obviously it would be hard to fit into this if I wasn't roughly human shaped already. But in order to pass as human, I had to. We all have to make adjustments. It depends on see, it's interesting. Before we leave for our assignments, we know about what assignments we're getting for several months ahead of time. And in that time between when we get our assignment and when we leave, we are given, we have a special department that creates our identity suits, and those suits are what we're wearing on the planet so that we can, mix in, and it can be different every time. So, some more advanced and more higher level interplanetary researchers actually have multiple suits that they can switch into mid-flight or mid assignment. So they bring those with them because they have multiple planets to go to and multiple varieties of life forms they might encounter and they need to mix in with. But I'm not to that level yet. So I'm just, I get this, I put it on, and I always said, "You're going to Earth." And I said, "Cool, put me in my meat suit." And I got in my meat suit and here I am. Flesh Gundam, like a Titan. Yeah, kind of. Though not kind of as gushy and squidgy as that. Let's see. Okay, that was it. The end of that one. Next slide. No! No to both the existence of the question and the answer to the question. Okay, no, but I feel like this deserves a better answer. Because it seems this question is very important to you, Earthlings. This is like a question that comes up, I noticed a lot in your social interactions with each other, and it seems to be that the answer is sort of like, what's your sign? Okay, cool. Do you want pineapple on your pizza? Because the answer to this question is going to make or break this relationship. So, hi, Chim. Welcome back, Chim. I'm glad you could make it. Okay. So, to give you a better answer, the short answer is no, I do not like pineapple on pizza. However, it isn't that I don't like pineapple. I do like pineapple, and I do like pizza. The issue I have is more of a sensory thing. My experience with pineapple pizza is that people tend to put the pineapple on the pizza too early, either because they want it to get warm with the pizza, or I don't know, or they don't, I don't know, time reasons, baking reasons, personal preference. And so the juice from the pineapple always seems to seep into the pizza and water it down and make it all weird and sweet and soggy. And I don't like that. I like a crispy crust on my pizza. I don't like my sweet sour mixing in with my salty, cheesy, gooey bits. It's just not a pleasant sensation to me. So that's really why I don't like pineapple on pizza. I have nothing against people who do like pineapple on pizza. It's not like a culture clash thing. If you like it, good on you. More for you, right? But it's not for me. Do I know pepperoni? Pepperoni? I do not know. Is it something I should put on my Earth Foods list for my 500 subscribers stream? Lemon on pizza, is that a thing somewhere? Pepperoni. Like pepperoni? Yeah, citrus doesn't work on bread. Oh, hey, Jeep, welcome. I hope you got my email. Oh, yes, you did. You got my email. Sorry about for the miscommunication. Thank you for stopping by. Talking about pizza. I'm going to get a pizza on pizza. Pizza, double the pizza. Double it up. Make mine a double. Do I like rice? Why, yes. Rice is one of those food stuffs that I think if I would suffer no ill health effects, rice is one of those things that I would eat exclusively until I died. I love rice so much. All kinds of rice. I don't think I've ever had a rice I didn't like. Bye-bye, Jeeps. Have a good night. All right. Sticky rice. Yes, rice is awesome. I think I like rice even more than I like pasta. Pasta is the other thing that I could eat. If I could suffer no ill health effects from just eating pasta for the rest of my life, I would eat that as well. White rice? Brown rice? Things in it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All of it. Give it all to me. I want it all. Send it to me. Jasmine, basmati, brown, sushi, sticky. Oh, gosh. I think there are even, maybe not rice cakes. Just maybe because they're dry, but I do love me some carbs. Oh my gosh. Fave foods. Ah, how fitting. Oh my goodness, fave foods. Well, we touched on some of these. Rice, pasta. I love a lot of Indian food. I love palak paneer. I love, palak paneer. I love, there's something called aloo roti. Or aloo paratha. Paratha is, it's like a flatbread with stuffed flatbread. It has potatoes and sometimes peas and onions cooked into it. I like turkey burgers. Turkey burgers are yummy. I like French fries, but very crispy French fries. I like the crispy ones. Sometimes you get soggy ones and it makes you sad. Yeah, rice pudding. Yeah, not into rice pudding either. Good one. That might be an exception to the rice rule. Other foods. I like seafood. I like fish. Cookies, of course. A big old staple. Chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal cookies, peanut butter cookies. How many fingers am I holding up right now? Aha! I think this is a trick question. The answer to the question is none, because I bet you don't even have hands. Huh? Huh? Eh? You weirdos. Hello, thank you for your Strams. My Strams? Is that a slang thing? Is that something that, is that a sex thing? I don't know. What are the kids talking about these days? Thank you. I know. Thank you for your streams. It's always fun watching them. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I try to make them fun. Anyways, what are your current goals as a streamer, and how do you keep yourself motivated to keep streaming? Okay. My goals as a streamer. My goals are to continue to develop, friendly and fun relationships with all my fans, and to get better. I want to use the art streaming part of my streams to improve my digital drawing skills, because I still have a long way to go with the digital end of my art skills. And I also hope to become, I guess, well-known enough and monetized enough that I can use the monetization to fund some of my pet projects and some of my some charity organizations. I have a lot of places that are close to my heart, and I know that a lot of people are struggling right now, particularly. And I would like to. I feel like if I can help, I should. So that's part of the whole thing. Let's see. How do I keep myself motivated to keep streaming? It's when I'm feeling tired, really tired, I try to take care of myself as best I can. If time allows, I try to nap, even if it's just for 15 minutes. if I'm feeling tired and unmotivated. I also try to stay connected with all of you via Twitter and social media like that, because oftentimes I get a lot of inspiration from all of your encouragement and all of your positive energy, and it helps me, get excited for the next stream. And the positive energy you guys have in chat, I'm very lucky that so far I've had a good group that's come to my streams on a regular basis, and so that keeps me looking forward to the next stream, because then I'm like, I get to talk to all my stream buddies and all the chat buddies. I know it's rudiment. Like, I know that it's like early on and I've only just begun, but that's what keeps me motivated. I'm curious about you guys and what you guys do and what you guys want to see, and that gets me excited to stream. So I would say what keeps me motivated is, if I had to give somebody advice, I'd say cling to the things about it that make you excited about it. If you don't want to game, if you're not motivated to game, and you're just like not in the Fireholder, thank you so much. Oh gosh, thank you. Yeah, if you are not feeling like doing a certain stream, let's say you've created a schedule for yourself, and it gets to the day you're supposed to stream a game, and you're just not feeling it, and you just don't want to do it. There are always going to be days on the job you don't want to do, and you have to do it. So, you got choices. You've always got a choice. You can force yourself to do it and kind of be miserable, which is always a choice. You can change the game. You can say, hey, everybody, I'm not feeling this game right now. I'm going to change it. Because honestly, it's not a big deal. People are very understanding and very flexible. And at the end of the day, it's supposed to be fun. So what's the point of doing it if it's not fun? Give people a heads up, as soon as possible. Let them say, schedule's changing. I'm going to do this now. Or I don't feel like gaming, so I'm going to do art now. Because if you're not having fun, people are going to know it. They're going to pick up on that. So, hey, Eloise, welcome. Yeah, the road is long, but as long as you have fun, there's always another day to fix what you messed up on today. Exactly. I've already messed up a lot of times on my streams, and I feel bummed about it for 30 minutes after the stream closes. But then I'm like, you know what? What are you going to do? Life is short, and I still had a good time. And everybody was great. You guys are always great, so that's what I would say. Let's see, as a professional viewer, I've never once minded when a streamer changed plans because they don't want to do something. When it's forced, I can tell, and it sucks. Exactly. Thank you. That's right. Schedule be a changin'. Time to mix it up. And sometimes that's actually a good thing. Sometimes that kind of change, that kind of spontaneity is exciting to people. It keeps it fresh for people. So, yeah. To sum up, keep it fun. Do it for, I know it sounds selfish, it's sort of like, do it for you first. It's for everybody else second. And yes, obviously you want people to have a good time, but do it for yourself first. Everyone, the fun they'll pick up on your good feelings and your good energy. Let's see. Last but not least, who's your favorite VTuber right now? Ooh, yes. Oh gosh. There's a couple of good ones right now. I'm just getting into it, so I'm new to the scene, but I really enjoy Captain Krabs. I enjoy Captain Krabs. I enjoy watching Rumi Oberon. She's fun to watch. I like Cyan. Cyan is fun. Who else? I enjoy Queen Minty. I like Queen Minty's streams. Gura. Gura's always fun. Nyanners. Yeah, there's a lot. I guess they only asked for one, who's my favorite right now, but I very rarely just have one that rises above the rest at the moment. I think that right now I've been kind of cycling between a couple different ones. Hey, Kubota, welcome. Shreyesh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Shreyesh. I'm sorry. Oh. Well, I hope that he was. I hope that he had a long and happy life, and that he had friends and family around him at the end. And if not, I hope that he's at peace. Andrea Monet, you're not late. You're fashionably late. There's still plenty of questions to go around. Toynbee ID, I don't know Captain Krabs. You must find Captain Krabs. Captain Krabs, oh, delightful. Talk about whimsy. One of the very few legitimately family-friendly VTubers, actually, but still fun to watch. All right. Have a great day. Thanks. You too. I hope you had a great day after you wrote this question, and I hope all your days are, I hope each day is better than the last. Next slide. If I had to invent a language, which English words would you absolutely refuse to translate? Oh my gosh, what a great question. Let's see. Well, see, it's funny because in English there's so many borrowed words that I'm not even 100% certain that the words I would keep are actually English. So, for example, I love some words that are really not used anymore, that are quote-unquote English words, like shenanigans. I think that's actually Irish, but shenanigans, I like that word. Malarkey, again, I think that's Irish. Malarkey, I love that word. Waffle, I would not translate waffle, because that's a great word. Humdinger. I mean, these are slang too, but humdinger, that's a good word. Let's see, there's so many good words. Tomfoolery. Is Tommy McCoy in the stream in the stream right now? Tommy McCoy. That made me think of Tommy McCoy. Tomfoolery. Bamboozle. Yeah, that style of speaking where no one actually uses those words anymore. Funny story, sometimes I actually use those words still, and people look at me like, okay, sure. They have to look at a dictionary. They have to Wikipedia that stuff. Skidoo. Oh. All my favorite English words are terribly vulgar. Ooh, yeah, there's some of, oh, yes. There are some swears I probably wouldn't translate. Just because, what would be the point? I mean, they're so effective on their own. Persnickety. Oh, and curmudgeon. I like the word curmudgeon. Curmudgeon, skedaddle. Erstwhile. Ooh. Fancy. Now we're getting fancy. We're transitioning from, like, charming old-timey bank robbery language to fancy. And I believe above, Shreya asked if where I had been in India. I have visited India. I have visited Delhi, and I've been to a couple cities in Rajasthan, like Udaipur and Jaipur. I have been to the south. I've been to Madurai in Tamil Nadu. I've also been to Rameshwaram, and where else did I go? Oh, I've been to Haridwar and Rishikesh, and Varanasi as well. And yeah, so I've been all over the place. I've only been to the south once, and in one place. So I'd like to go to the south, spend more to this time in the south and the east, if I ever get a chance again. But yes. Ooh, discombobulate. Reciprocity. Ooh. I have a lot of invented words. Words that aren't real words, that have not been officially applied to any dictionary. Like confuzzled. Yeah, like, I'm drawing a blank now, but I'm smashing words together all the time. Like, the day after tomorrow, I have a collaboration with Uni and Fuako Uni, and I thought I was trying to think of what she reminded me of. She was reminding me of a character from a book series I had read a while back, and the character in the book is actually, it takes place in space, and she is an alicorn. She's a unicorn girl, and so I came up with the word, she was a space unicorn, so I said, in my head, I thought the word spoonicorn. Or space-acorn. Let's see, do I watch anime? I watch some anime, yeah. I would say I'm well behind the curve for most people who are fans of anime and streams. For a lot of reasons, but I do enjoy almost everything I see from Miyazaki. I enjoy Attack on Titan. I enjoy Made in Abyss. Um, let's see. Gosh, yeah. There are older things that I enjoy too. There are certain things animations that I like that are made from by anime studios that I don't think are technically classified as anime. Like the animated version of The Last Unicorn is animated in Japan. It's in the 80s. But it has that same kind of, that has a little bit of flavor of anime in it, so. Oh, motorcycle slang. Rippin' dank nooners on his thump bump in front of the turbo fuzz wow. Wow. I love everything about that sentence. I don't know what any of it means, but I like it. I like it. You like to watch Naruto? Yes, I've heard of Naruto. I've never watched it though. But I know it's a big one. Am I a rumination? Am I considered a boomer in human years? Ah, clever girl. The honest answer to that is no, I am not. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. The gentleman performed a wheelie in front of the state police. He had to escape to avoid arrest. See, I like the slang version way better. I mean, it makes way less sense, and I have no idea. Like, you know, I couldn't understand it, but I somehow don't want to understand it. I kind of like not understanding it. When are you joining the rest of Mofua Cafe? Oh... Mofua Cafe. For those who don't know, Mofua Cafe is a little, like, kind of a loose association of VTubers, smaller VTubers, of which Miss Rumi is a member. So here's the thing. I'm so new to the scene. I feel like it would be, I don't know enough about everyone in the group to know if I would be a good fit, you know? I'm certainly excited about the prospect of collaborating with different individuals from Mofua Cafe. But as for joining a group officially, and on an official capacity, I don't have any plans yet. So, yes. So Mofua Cafe, they're on Twitter. It's like a group of VTubers that are. It's just like a small informal group. It's not like a company or anything. It's an informal group of VTubers who know each other, loosely associated, and they do a lot of collabing together. Ah, yes. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Favorite episode of MST3K. Oh my gosh. How do you pick? I'm just gonna start listing the ones I love. Oh gosh, Laser Blast. There's Laser Blast, Swamp Diamonds, A Touch of Satan, Prince of Space, Future War. Oh my gosh. So good. So good. There's so many. I actually get distracted by the Twitch channel for MST3K. There's a Twitch channel for them now. And there's 24/7 episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000. They tried to kill me with a forklift. Hang on, we're going to be reaching speeds of 3. Joel or Mike? I have to go with Mike, only because the first episodes of the show I ever saw were with Mike. I didn't go back to Joel episodes until I was older. So, and I think Mike just sort of plays the lovable buffoon better. But, you know, there's lots of Joel. I watch Joel episodes too. The new guy, for the newer revamp, is actually really good too. Not Joel. His name is, Jonah. His name is Jonah, I think. And he's good too. The new ones, I've only seen the first season of the new Mystery Science Theater. But I was laughing so hard. I was surprised. I thought I was going to be like, I thought it was going to ruin it for me, but it's really good, actually. Have I ever seen any of the spin-offs like Rift Tracks or Cinematic Titanic? I have seen Rift Tracks and I love it. I have heard of Cinematic Titanic, but I have not watched it. But I have watched and spent a lot of time with Rift Tracks. I love the commercials, like, or the old like PSAs and like the old like school education videos are so good. My favorite Christmas song. Gosh, I don't remember. I gotta go with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, because it's so, you know, it's a little bit sad, but it's so catchy. So yes, I think that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is my favorite Christmas song. Of canon Christmas songs, I suppose. All right. Yeah, love MST3K. If you don't know what it is, if you've never heard of it, gosh, you got to look it up. It's awesome. Just go, actually, you know what? The best thing you can do, go to the Twitch. They have a Twitch channel. Just type in MST3K and it's 24 hours, 24/7 episodes. It's great. Just out of random curiosity, you know, as opposed to structured and expected curiosity. What is your mother's maiden name, first pet name, make and model of the first vehicle you owned? My social security number is... How long do I plan to continue my streaming career? The answer to that question is going to be kind of, like, unsatisfying. But I'm going to continue the career as long as it's fun. When it stops being fun, or if something comes up that needs my attention and needs it to the extent that I need to stop, then that's when I'll stop. But if it's fun and nothing else is pressing it my attention or needs my attention, then that's how long I'll keep doing it. Do you ever feel yourself coming to a possible stop at one point? Again, there are always days, and this is true of any job, even jobs you love. There are gonna be days you don't want to do them. You just don't feel like it. So I've had days where I'm like, I'm too tired, but that's no reason to give up. So yeah, I do think of. I mean, I haven't. Obviously, I'm so new to it. I haven't thought about like I'm so tired of it now. I've been in the game too long. Like, I'm so new that it hasn't occurred to me that, you know, and I'm, of course, still having fun. So, yeah. Will I only do YouTube? As of now, yes. In getting started with VTubing, Twitch was an option. And I just sort of weighed the pros and cons. And I felt like YouTube was just a better fit for me. So for now, I'm going to just stick with YouTube. So it does present a challenge for collaborations when I want to collab with another streamer that only works on Twitch, but I'm confident that I can work around it or you know, make it work. All right. Which fictional character do you find most interesting or inspiring? Oh. There's a lot. Again, inspiring, interesting. Interesting and inspiring sometimes don't mix, because there are very interesting characters that are not inspiring in terms of their actual personality and behavior, but that doesn't mean they're interesting. They're still interesting, but they're not inspiring. I think that let me think. There's a lot. Gosh. Oh, this is going to be silly. Interesting. I think Agent Scully from The X-Files is a very interesting character. And also inspiring, because I think that she is one of the very few examples, actually, of a truly strong female character. It's very, I mean, legitimately a strong, powerful character. But also human, very real, very flawed too. But yes, Agent Scully. I have a crush on her, if I'm being honest. Um, interesting and inspiring. Let's see. Let's see if there's anybody else. I am inspired by, although also very, and very moved by, Nanechi from Made in Abyss. As I said in my debut stream, she really breaks my heart. But I also find her incredibly inspiring because in order to have been through what she has been through and to continue, you have to be very strong. And she's also just a child. I mean, she's just a child. I sometimes forget while I'm watching the show that she's a child. Obviously, it's easy to forget in her newer form, in her transformed form. But yeah, I find her. I'm rooting for her in my heart. I want her to catch a break so badly, you know. So be the Scully you want to see in the world. Exactly. Kubotu, my first waifu. Yes. I think my first waifu was actually Esmeralda from Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think that was the first female character that I had a crush on. Have I watched A Silent Voice? I have not watched A Silent Voice, but I will have to look into it. What made you want to... Oh! Ah, we've reached the end. We've looped. That's the end. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought there were more than that. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, we've looped. So that's it for the questions that I had, that I took, that I felt comfortable answering. Let me see. That's a strong pick. Esmeralda? Yeah. A very underrated movie, I think. One of Disney's underrated ones. I understand why it was not loved universally, but I love it with all my heart. So let me just get rid of that. And yeah, so thank you for your questions, you guys. So that's what I felt comfortable answering. I know there were others. Some of them I am holding off answering for various reasons. So it's not that if I haven't answered it tonight, it's either because I didn't feel comfortable answering it right yet, or because I'm holding off on answering it until a later date for various reasons. Oh, going back to can I describe what I look like when not in human form? That's one of those things that I'm keeping to myself for the time being. I'm so new and I'm still getting to know the ins and outs of streaming. It's not off the table in terms of whether I will reveal it, but I might save it for a future stream. The movie is 25 years old. Oh gosh, The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Wait a minute. It's from 1996? I can't do math. Tentacle monster. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Makes me tired thinking about it. Hi, Interis. Welcome. So does anybody have any other questions? I mean, now that the official questions are out, I'm opening it up for chat questions. But if everybody is questioned out, if you're sick of me, we can we'll call it a night. I actually thought it would take longer, so it shows you what I know. You think I'm a doctor? As long as I'm not like Doctor Who doctor, because I'm not. Sure, Fox, what's your question? Toast. Yeah, we talked about toast earlier. Is there a form of VTubing content you'd like to see more of that you think is underrepresented? Good question. I would like to see more POC VTubers. There's a lot out there. I was actually going through my list and trying to find some today, and I've connected with a few of them. But I would like to see more love for the POC VTubers. I would like to see more different languages represented. We have I'd like to see more European VTubers. I'd like to see more Hindi-speaking VTubers, but I'm partial because I'm learning Hindi. I'd love to collaborate with Hindi-speaking VTubers. Hi, it says hello, Luna. Z 1990. Welcome, Z 1990. What's my favorite constellation? Oh. I guess I'd have to go with Orion. It's just a very pleasing sort of geometry. What weird food combinations do you really enjoy? Weird food combinations. Things that are considered weird universally, I guess. I sometimes will eat, it's not a food combination, but sometimes I eat tortillas, like the wheat or the corn tortillas with nothing, like just by itself. I'll pop it in a microwave or some other heating element, warm it up a little bit, and I'll just eat it plain. Because again, carbs. Yeah, I know. Niji, Adia, Noor, and Vihan. I know. I'm hoping to connect with them at some point in the future. Oh, and you have a YouTube channel, Shreyash. Are you a VTuber? Yeah, they're back to being Niji-san GIN now. Do your life forms suffer from cringe memories in the shower like humans? I mean, yeah. I don't know if that specific scenario, like being in the shower, but we certainly have our moments of like those quiet moments where you're staring at the ceiling and you're like suddenly a memory from way back comes in for no reason. There's no reason. No problems can be solved. Nothing can be learned. And there they are, and you have to figure a way to distract yourself from them. What would a world populated by clones of you be like? Very jiggly. Very jiggly. Very, also pointy. Look at my bangs. Take an eye out with these. Is there anything that particularly surprised you during the process of getting started? I was surprised by some of the games that people liked to watch, to be honest with you. There were some games I was like, oh yeah, that's super fun to watch people play. But then there were like other games I was like, why are people watching that game? I mean, I like playing the game, yes, because you're participating, but watching the game? So yeah, that surprised me. I was also surprised by the sheer number of VTubers. I had heard of the Niji Sanji and Hololive, and I had seen their roster, and I'd seen a couple of indies, smaller groups, but like just the number of them that are out there, I was overwhelmed by the number. Your favorite singer? My favorite singer is a gentleman, a handsome gentleman a very handsome, talented gentleman who just turned 40. I can't believe it. Josh Groban. I've been a fan of Josh Groban for a while, so. Kind of surprised you haven't tried Death Stranding. Seems very Luna to me. Hey, there's a lot of stuff I haven't tried, and I'm not gonna knock it till I try it. What specs does one need to stream? I mean, good ones? No, I mean, you need a strong, stable internet connection. There's a couple of different programs that you can run to achieve the same thing. But yes, the most important, and you need a microphone, a basic microphone, even the one in your to get started, just the one in your computer is fine. Microphone and audio. I mean, just to get started, yes. I mean, you can get real fancy with it and real expensive with it, but I would never say you need all the best and the brightest of everything to start. I would never, because otherwise you'll wait forever. I would just get started with what you've got. Let's see. No VTuber plays your favorite game. What's your favorite game? Is it... what's your favorite game? I don't think we're anywhere near a peak. I think it's a form that's going to continue to become a lot more prevalent. I think that what's going to happen is as the technology improves, as people get access to better technology and it becomes more accessible and affordable, we're going to see a lot more. Yeah, definitely. Thoughts on school? I really hate it. No. School? Well, my thoughts on school... School is different than education. My thoughts on school change depending on the school, but education is always a good thing. Did I do my own rigging? I did not do my own rigging, no. That is a very specialized skill that I don't have. When will I play Roblox? I don't know. I don't know. Starting VTuber, there was a lot of little things I learned along the way. Yeah, me too. There's a lot that I'm learning, trial and error. There's a lot of games I want to play that are like silly games. I want to play Getting Over It. There's a game that's about to come out. It's a really, it's called Trombone Hero. It's like Guitar Hero, but with a trombone. Who did my rigging? Rigging. Ah, yes. This has been asked a couple times before. If Modbot has the list of all of the deets, because I like to ask him to list it all out because rather than me say it and people forget. It's Android 24 Android Studio is the name of the studio. They're a Chinese company and they did a great job. They did both. I did the design for my character, but then they took the design and made the final art and then the rigging. Oh, thank you, Kuboto. Thank you for your support. I appreciate that. Every little donation goes toward making more content for you guys and making it more entertaining and also, of course, fixing the ship. What countries would I like to visit and what languages would you like to learn? Oh, gosh. I would like to visit... Oh, my gosh. I'd like to visit Germany. I've never visited Germany. I would like to visit... I would like to visit Scotland. I would like to visit, let's see. I would like to visit, well, I'm thinking about that. Languages. Right now I'm still learning Hindi. I'm at an intermediate level. So I can have a nice quality conversation with a native speaker. But I would like to learn, there's several dialects of Hindi, so I would like, and then a couple of languages in that region that I'd also like to learn. So I'd like to learn, there's a dialect of Hindi called Marwari, and that's spoken in Rajasthan, the state of Rajasthan. I would like to learn that, because I have a couple friends who are from the regions of Rajasthan that speak the language, that particular dialect. I would like to learn Sindhi, because again, I have friends in that region. Sindhi, which is different from Hindi. Let's see. Oh, you're a trombonist, Andrea. Nice. You might like the game I'm going to try and stream. I want to go to Germany for a lot of reasons, but yeah, I want to go to Germany. Finland. Oh, I've heard that Finland is beautiful. You'd like to visit Canada, Shreyash. I've been to Canada. I've been to Toronto. I liked it. Is Hindi particularly difficult for native English speakers? It's going to depend on the person, but here's what I'll say. I would say that I tried to learn the Irish language many years ago, and that was so hard, I quit. And I quit in tears because it was just so frustratingly hard. I consider Hindi to be much easier than Irish. And it's in a completely different script. I mean, you can learn it Romanized as well, but it's a completely different script. The hardest part about it, I'd say, is that there are sounds in Hindi that don't exist in English. So you have to do a lot of vocal practice so that you can distinguish between different sounds. So there's a lot of what they're called aspirated sounds, and there's a lot of I guess they're called retroflexives that are difficult that aren't in English. So that's the hardest part. But I'd say actually the grammar part, the grammar is actually pretty straightforward. And Hindi is one of those nice languages where you can say the same sentence with like the subject verb in a lot of different positions, and the sentence still means the same thing. So that's kind of helpful. India is the oldest continually operating motorcycle company. Is that gosh, what's the name of the company? I think I know which one you're talking about, but the name of it is escaping me. Oh, Finland born and raised. Ah, really, Sumio? Ah, things are coming together. Oh. Nice. Yes, I'd love to visit. Where in Finland? Yes, that's the ka sound, the ka. मैं हिंदी पढ़ सकती हूँ. Hi, Luna. Hi, Fushia. Welcome. You made it. Yay! It's always good to see you. I know it's not easy. I know. It's early. Royal Enfield. That's the one. One of my friends that lives in India, he has a Royal Enfield. He's very proud of it. Rovaniemi. Ah, nice. I have heard of it. Yes. Love that. I love that word, Rovaniemi. Am I saying it right? Can I go through all my animations? All my key animations? Sure. Let's see. Let's start. There's the face palm of failure, of shame. Rovaniemi. I gotta go to nye. Rovaniemi. Okay, then we've got the fist pump for victory. Then we've got the wave. Everybody likes the wave. And then we have the surprise, which I don't use too often. And then kind of my favorite, I think, the wiggle. The smug wiggle. And then I have like emotes, like the blush. There's the blush. I have the anger, which doesn't really work too well because I can't make an angry face. So I just have the angry symbol. And then this one, which I don't actually like too much. I'm thinking about getting this one redone because it's turned. I've actually deactivated it. There's one that puts little hearts in my eyes. Gives me heart pupils, and I don't like it because the hearts are so small. It just makes me look like I have Satan eyes, like red Satan glowing eyes, and I don't like it. So I'm trying to. I'm working with N24 Android Studio actually, and hoping to get some of those fixed and added to. But they've got a very long list, a long wait list, so probably not until beginning of the summer. And Luna can't be mad. She's too cute. You know, it's always nice to have more flexibility with emotion flexibility. The closest I get to angry is I can be sad, but it takes a lot of work from my face. It's my sad face. But I can't furrow my brow, and I can't wink. But that's actually not an animation problem. That's not an actual like motion capture problem. I actually physically am incapable of winking. It's actually sad. It's probably why I'm still single. Can't do the cross the bar flirt wink, you know? Yes, I started learning Hindi on Duolingo. Wink with both eyes. Here I go. Eh? 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 That's how I can be coy and, well, flirtatious, is I do this. And I do that. Ah, yes, they say I stay double, you stay single. I like that. Winking with no hands. Hey, Matt. Hey, Eminem. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Distraction tactics. Yes. Just smoke and mirrors. What about you guys? Tell me about yourselves. I mean, what do you in the land of stream? Who are your favorites? I mean, what do you like to see in streams out of your VTubers? What makes a good VTuber? Oh yeah, that's right. You're in university. Welcome, Sahil. Welcome, Chadwick McDowell. Lord Chadwick McDowell. One that can stay in character for an entire stream. Alrighty. As long as they're being true to themselves and having fun. I tend to like interesting conversation, interesting perspectives. Me too! Gotta be entertaining. Gotta dance. Put on my dancing shoes and do a little tappity tap for you. I am an older fellow with odd tastes. I don't enjoy watching games mostly. I like education, art, and chat streams. Well, you've come to the right place, my friend. Well, I do fair bit of the gamey. I can't do gaming without conversation. That's what I've loved about you guys, my regulars and the Luna crew that tend to come to my streams, is that you're all very interesting folks to talk to. The most interesting VTubers to me are those that can balance their real self and their persona in their personality. Forgotten Weapons, Fortnite, CNR Arsenal for VTubers. Hololive EN, Mira Luna, and Subaru. Ah. Subaru. Oh, well, thank you everybody for those perspectives. Because yes, again, like I said before, it should be fun. If you're going to do VTubing, it should be fun for you, the VTuber, to do. But I'm always curious, you know. Unexpected things to shock the viewer. Well, it's funny you should say that, because I'm about to take off my top. No, just kidding. Oh my gosh. It'll be a very complicated animation. Oh, Nanners. I love Nanners. Nanners, Iron Mouse. Ah. I love watching Ina's art streams. Honestly, I watched essentially a PowerPoint presentation on game design by a small VTuber, and it was amazing. Yes, Cyan does... Cyan Cat, Nyan Cyan, she does hacking. She does hacking and coding streams, and she gets a lot of viewers for those. Yeah, teaching is a very specific skill, and it's hard. I have had people ask me to teach them art as well, and I have often declined, not because I don't want to, but because I don't actually know how to. There are things that I know how to do, but I don't know how to explain how I do it, and I don't know how to teach well. And I think those it's a very it's a skill in and of itself that needs to be learned in addition to whatever that is that you're trying to teach. Oh yeah. Yes, in order to teach, you must know how people learn. Yeah, super smart people doesn't always translate to teaching ability. Learning that the hard way. Oh, yeah. A bad professor can make or break a course, in my experience, regardless of the content. EN study streams. Oh, that reminds me. Thank you, Andrea. I had a question for all of you. So I know that I see a lot of learning and Japanese learning streams. People learning languages either with Duolingo or whatever other program that they're learning the language on. And I know that Japanese is very popular, English is very popular. But I was wondering if any of you would be interested in watching a language learning stream for Hindi, because one of the things that I've had a shortage because of my shortage of time is I haven't had a lot of time to do my Hindi study, and I'd like to see if I can maybe do a little bit of learning or language maintenance through learning via the stream. And I just was curious if you would be interested in that, because I'm not really sure. I know maybe it's just that Japanese is popular because of the demographic that watches. And I don't know if Hindi would be interesting to see. So I think you could do an art teaching stream. I have high hopes for it. Well, I certainly try to explain what I'm doing when I do my art streams. I try to explain why I'm doing it and how. I hope to get better at that as I get better at the tools I'm using. Toy and B Idea says yes. Rumination says yes. Fireholder says to kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to say that's a yes. Fox, yes. Shreyas, sure. I'm honestly surprised it hasn't happened earlier. Yes, okay. Sounds difficult, I'm in. Been watching for them since you announced you knew Hindi. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Well, then I will work on that. I probably won't use Duolingo or another program like that, because I'm and this is not, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm actually probably, I've advanced out of that level. So I don't think that would be interesting for either of us, any of us. So, but what I might try to do is do some of the techniques that I'm learning now. I'll figure out a way to stream them. Typing. I'm typing in Hindi. Translation. I'm doing some text translation, and vocab learning. So I will put together something, and I'll see about that in the coming weeks. Oh, and I mentioned I might do some meditation type of thing with us one day. Yes. I have a running list of concepts, stream concepts that I have not seen, but I'm not or unsure about, and that is on them. But yes, a meditation stream, probably toward the end of another chat stream would probably is on the docket, as it were. Hindi story time. Oh, that would be good. I have several books. Several books ranging from children's stories, really really rudimentary, to very complicated. Like I said in another stream, I'm currently reading very slowly Animal Farm in Hindi. So, but I also have lots of children's books and stories and early reader stuff that's I can read to you and translate in real time for you. Ramayana dramatic reading. Oh, I would love to do that. I've done illustrations. I've illustrated the Ramayana, actually. I could do that with the illustrations behind me. That would be kind of cool. Oh my gosh. It would be great. Yeah, okay, great. Awesome. Well, thank you for answering that. I was going to put up a poll. I mean, I'll probably still put up the poll on Twitter just to get more responses, but for those of you who responded in the chat, thank you so much for that feedback. And please be honest, if you're like, that sounds boring and dumb, don't do that. You can say so. You won't hurt my feelings. So, yeah. Woo, hype. Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll put together some Hindi learning streams and Hindi learning and meditation for the end of a chat stream probably. I mean, there are long meditations, but what game do I really want but don't have yet? There's a game called Rani. It's India inspired. It's looks beautiful. I really, really, really want to play it. I really want to stream it too. So another game I really want to. I've played it. This one I've played before, but I haven't streamed it yet. I'd really like to try and stream. Oh gosh, the name of it is. I'm having a brain fart. Oh, Okami. I want to stream Okami. It's so pretty. We'll only say so if you say so. You probably answered this before, but where on Earth did you crash land? I crash landed in the Pacific time zone of the United States. I am in Redwood. I'm in Redwood country. Redwood country. That narrows it down for you. Oh, Raji. Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. Raji, not Ronnie. Raji. Thank you for the correction, Shreyash. Indian-based RPG game called Kim. I picked it up on sale, but haven't fired it up yet. Ooh, I'll have to look into it. Yeah, Pacific Northwest, basically. So, not the worst place to crash. There are definitely worse places that I could have crashed. Especially at this time of year. And especially with my current wardrobe. As you can see, these cabins aren't that well insulated. Hollywood taught me that all alien invasions happen in New York City, or like Washington D.C. There's always like a montage of all the major cities, like or the major monuments being blown up. I visited Portland once. I've never visited Portland. I heard good things. Shreyash, can I ask you a question? Sure you can. That's what this is all about. Ask away. I can't promise I can answer it, but feel free to ask. Thicker walls than some of the cabins I've stayed in. Yeah, judging by that mouse hole back there, or that rat hole back there, walls are at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches thick. Paris is always the city 100% obliterated in the movies. Apparently because maybe they feel like that would break everybody's heart. I don't know. My religion? Ooh, interesting question. Where I'm from. Well, where I'm from, religion is a strange concept, I guess. It's a bit of a, it's not that we don't believe in anything like esoteric or non-physical. It's just hard to explain. My religion isn't one of this earth, if that's what you're asking. So I don't think it would help for me to spout a word that it wouldn't have any earth equivalent. Lunology. That's true. I am creating, for those of you who've been following my Minecraft streams, I am creating my own religion, apparently. I'm tapping into my ego, and I am pretending, I suppose, that I am a demigoddess come to save the people of Earth, And they should be grateful for my overlordship. Overlordess-ship? Mistress-ship? Ladyship? Whatever. They should be grateful for me. And so I'm building to myself, in honor of me, a big palace / temple / complex. What's Paris syndrome? What mythical creature do you wish actually existed? Oh. Well, as I said in an earlier stream, Bigfoot, you guys, Bigfoot is totes real. Like, there's a bunch of them that live right around the corner from me right now in the woods. So you guys can put that one to rest. Confirmed, real thing. So don't have to wish for that one. The one that I'm crossing my fingers that actually exists, that I'm not sure of, is the unicorn. I would, if the unicorn, I hold out hope because I'm an optimist that it actually exists. But that's the one I hope for. Nifrin. As a traveler with knowledge of advanced interstellar technology, can you explain what dark matter is and where it's hiding? If we all just look under our couches at the same time, will we find it? If only, right? Well, to answer your question, though we have advanced knowledge of space travel, some of the more complex quantum physics dilemmas also elude us. So I'm afraid I cannot illuminate that for you. Paris syndrome is like when you look forward to something so much that when you experience it, you get all freaked out. Like it's totally overwhelming and you just can't believe it's happening. Japanese tourists go to Paris and it is so not like what they think it will be. They freak out and have to go to a special Paris syndrome clinic so they can chill. Wow. That is quite a dramatic reaction to something. I mean, I've been disappointed by things that I was looking forward to. You know, and then there's the whole, don't ever meet your heroes kind of a scenario. But I've never, just sort of had a meltdown. I want to see a unicorn pierce someone. That would certainly be epic. The closest the Earth is going to get thus far will be the narwhal. Of course Bigfoot are real. That's why 16-size shoes are always out of stock. Aha! You're putting the pieces together, Andrea. No, like it doesn't live up to expectation. Right. Yeah, you clarify. I got that later. That part later. Wow. I went to Japan finally after hyping it up my whole life, and it was a pretty magical experience. That's what happened to me the first time I saw the Taj Mahal. I was worried that I was going to be underwhelmed by it, like all this hype and all these photos and all these legends and all these stories, and you think, oh, but you get excited and you think, but it's going to be one of those moments, right, where I'm like, oh, but actually, the Taj Mahal is 100% every bit as more amazing, spectacular. See it. Go. When you can, go see it. It's amazing. You can't, the photos don't even touch it. You gotta go see it. So my last question, what animal would be cutest if scaled down to the size of a cat? Huh. Well, then I guess we're talking about an animal that is larger than a cat then. So it's not like I could scale a frog to a cat. That would be sort of frightening. Modbot, elephant cat. Elephants! A cat-sized elephant would be adorable. Yes. Yes. Cat-sized elephant. Modbot is gathering quite the fan base of his own. I told him he should take that drawing I made of him in Passepartout and he should use that as his avatar. Just have his own streams. People don't come here to see me, I tell Modbot. People come here for the Modbot. Micro Bear. Oh my gosh. Micro Bear would be cute. Micro Bear would be most excellent. Let me see. What else is really big? A walrus. Like a Fully developed walrus with tusks and everything, but cat-sized would be adorable. But still very heavy and dense, because they're still blubber. Cat-sized praying mantis. Sweet mother of Persephone. Who's the mother of Persephone? Greek nerds. I call you to action. It's not Hera. That's too easy. Can't be Hera. A full-size pet bear would be rad if they were actually tame. Imagine chilling on the couch on a cold day with your bear. You could sit in your bear's lap and it would be all cozy and warm. Do I have favorite Bollywood actors and films? Oh, yes. Oh, gosh. So I have, let's see, favorite actresses. I'll start from oldest to youngest, as well as far as I know. There's an actress named Shabana Azmi, and she was very popular in, I guess all of her heyday movies were like the 70s, like 60s and 70s. She's very good. She's very good. All the older Bollywood movies. I like the newer ones. I'm gonna start to blank on names, but Madurai Dixit. Madurai Dixit is another one, another actress I like. Let's see. Oh, thank you for answering that question, Demeter. Madurai Dixit. I like. Oh, I forget her name, but she's so good. She doesn't show up very often anymore, but she's a newer actress. She does a lot of serious roles. Actors, on the actors' end, I like is it Imran Khan? Not Imran Khan. It's not Shah Rukh Khan. He's okay. He's fun. He has his fun moments for certain. There's a movie on the side of the movie. There's a movie called Bajrangi Bhaijaan, and that's a newer one. I love that movie. It's so good. There is a movie. There's an older movie called Chupke Chupke, which is funny. Yeah, there's a lot. There's an older movie called Chamatkar, which means miracle worker, or it translates to basically miracle worker or magic worker. It's about an angel. It's really cute. Do I know how to curse in Hindi? I actually don't. I actively avoided swear words in Hindi because I didn't want to accidentally say one while trying to say something else. So to this day, I don't really know how to swear in Hindi. I can call people names, like I can call somebody a pig or a dog or a donkey or an ass, but I can't say any, like, I know there are actual swear words like that there's translations from English into these words, but I haven't learned them. I've tried to specifically avoid them. Have you watched Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge? Absolutely. Oh gosh, on repeat. It was a part of my early learning Hindi, audio learning, and I still go back to it. It's a good one. That is a good one. What do I think of red pandas? They're cute. I mean, I don't have strong feelings about red pandas. They're cute, but I don't have, like, if you gave me a choice between, hey, would you like to hug a red panda or would you like to hug a sloth? I'd pick the sloth. Those movies are 40 years apart. Yeah, I mean, it's not an indication of my age. You can go back and watch all of these movies, regardless. They're all there in existence. In the archives, as they say. I can call you a donkey. Oh, gosh, I can call you a donkey. Gadda. Gadda. You have to be careful because in Hindi, the word for donkey is very similar to the word for mattress. So if I mispronounce, I think donkey is gadda, and mattress is gadda. So it's like an aspirated the. So I could either call you a donkey or a mattress. So. Yeah, those movies are really far apart. Yeah, there's a lot. I've watched a range because I started going through a list and asking all of my Hindi-speaking friends for recommendations because I was using it for listening practice, and I didn't know any. Um, oh, there's more coming to mind. There's a movie called Munabai. Munabai. It's supposed to be a comedy. That one's good. Um, it's Gadda. Yes, Gadda. Gadda? Gadda is the aspirated the. Gadda. Shreyesh, if you can spell it in the Devanagari, I can pronounce it. It's if I can see the actual script, I'll know the difference between which the it is. If it's the duh, or the. So that's what I mean when I say there's sounds in Hindi that aren't in English. I think there's 4 different the sounds. And when you first learn or learning Hindi, all of them sound the same. Work in 45 minutes for me. Thanks for the stream, Luna. See you around. Hi, good night. Thank you for coming, Sumio. Thanks. Yes, Muna by MBBS. Ah. Gonna head out. Got school tomorrow. Good night, Intaris. Thank you for coming. So it's Gadda. Gadda. The. See if I could. I'm pulling up the Shabdavali in my head right now. So there's the, and ra. There's a ra. Hey, you're getting your first Hindi lesson stream. Gadda. Yeah, see, I'm saying, oh, see, okay, so that's the sound, gadda. So gadda, I'm just saying donkey over and over again. Gadda. Thank you, Shreyesh. Thank you for your help. Going to bed, Karto. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you for coming. Oh, you too. Go get some sleep, relax, enjoy it, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Yeah, the and the. Something is going to clip this and make a clip of Luna just saying different duh sounds for 15 seconds. That wiggle. Well, you guys, I think unless anybody has any other burning questions that they've been holding off on, I think we can call it a night. I'll let you guys get on to some other streamers or get on to some sleep. One more? All right, one more. Giggle, Luna, lol. You want to giggle? Oh, you have to actually go shovel snow instead of procrastinating. I'm sorry. I've doomed you to snow shoveling. Andrea, you said you had one more question? Oh, what's my biggest wish list item from future VTuber tech? Oh, my biggest wish list is a second monitor. I am in the one monitor club. So, if in the past you've noticed that I have not responded or reacted to like donations that have appeared, it's because initially the sound wasn't working for them, and then I couldn't see them happening because everything I needed to see had to be on one screen. So another screen to help me spread out a little bit so that I can actually see everything I need to see more easily is on the wish list. Yes, one screen clubs unite. Good night, Luna. Oh. Yes, thank you. Yes, the one screen curse. It's coming. I'm waiting for some to go on sale. Let's see. Shreya, say to kaise hai aap log? To kaise hai aap log? Which to anyone else in the stream means, so how is everybody? How's everyone doing? To kaise hai aap log? There's a nasal sound at the end of that hey. It's not hey, it's hai. To kaise hai aap log? I have to remember that. It's another sound that is very uncommon in English. Oh yeah, wow, 2 honors are great. You want that. Yes. Everybody who finds out that I'm a member of the One Monitor Club is very surprised. Oh, Protected Pancakes, you're in the stream. I know you tend to lurk. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Trouble has been shot so much, it's a wonder it's still standing. 3 Monitor Club. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, that seems to be like the average. When I ask other streamers what their setup is like, 3 tends to be the standard. But I think 2 will probably work because I also have a tablet. But my my tablet can't be used as a screen at the moment. It doesn't have the right connecty bits. Oh, AM. Early riser, thank you for your donation. I went from 3 screens between 2 computers down to 1 per computer. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta work with what you gotta work with. I don't judge. I'm lucky in some ways. Obviously, I'm very happy and very fortunate that I am able to stream in such with the quality things I do have. And so for that, I can't complain about the 1 screen. I really can't. Everything else I have is really great. I can survive my entire career with 2. I think so. It's sort of like if you could survive with the basics, then anything else is like the cherry on top. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys hanging around and for your questions. I hope I answered them all honestly enough and effectively enough for you. I mean, this won't be the last question stream, but I thought it was a good time. I've been streaming for a little over a month now, so thank you all. I appreciate you all. You guys are wonderful. I love talking to you. You're all very interesting and polite. Thank you for behaving yourselves but still being silly and goofy. This was the first enjoyable stream I got to watch from you. Oh, thank you. I hope you come back. The next stream is a day after tomorrow. It's a collab stream with Fuwaku Uni, Dead by Daylight. So it's going to be my first horror game, so that'll be fun. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, I know I keep saying that, but I really mean it. Thank you all for your support, for all the donations. And if you want to support my channel, but you can't donate, no worries. Tell your friends, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to me on YouTube. That's always helpful. Remember, once we reach 500, it'll be the first big special stream. So, yeah, thank you so much. There's lots of ways you can support streamers. So, that's one way. So, thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody, and sleep well. Good night.